Yeah, so really quickly, like to wrap up that Habs conversation. That's what it looked like on ice. Now imagine that while watching hockey as with as fast of a game as it is. Horrific. Absolutely horrific. It was atrocious. It was so bad. He likes his jerseys how I like my streamers. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, dudes. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I'm honored. I just cannot get any information to unlock for that one dude out of the dub. It's so annoying. Give a trigger warning before showing Scott Gomez. There needed to be a goddamn trigger warning before I had to watch those damn jerseys on my television, okay? And ironically, the plain blue pants might be the worst part. I mean, yeah. Yeah, like I said, Reebok had some hits and misses. I mean, so did Adidas, for that matter. We'll see what the Fanatics ends up looking like over time and what they might choose to do. Like, obviously, the jerseys themselves so far haven't been too bad, but as it goes on, we'll see what happens. Particularly, again, like Fanatics, the big concerns were more so the quality, especially after what had gone on with baseball in regards to like the name template and the numbers. Like that was bad. Doesn't matter why it happened, that was bad. Your 2020 Stanley Cup champions, the Washington Capitals. Well, we had to wait a couple extra years to get that championship. We did win 36 games, which I think is the most that we've won since season 1. So we actually did okay. Go figure. What's the biggest you tried jersey? Ah, God. The biggest you tried. Nothing's immediately coming to mind. Probably the Islanders Reverse Retro 1.0, where they didn't try. They literally just put out a nice jersey that had nothing to do with the Reverse Retro theme at all. Predicting negative 20 rep. Yeah, probably. Probably. And then we'll lose it again on a trade. We're done with scouting. So what is our rep before this draft? Negative 31. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, honestly, this challenge now is, can we get back to just an even reputation? René Lalonde, Jerome Bordelot, Hugo Labriere, Timothy Correa, and Walter Weller, apparently the top 5 prospects this year. Or at least prospects to keep an eye on, it says. Retirements. Retire. Henrik Lundqvist, Ryan Miller as a free agent. Poor Ryan. Mike Smith, Jimmy Howard, Yemi Budai. Centers, Vermette, Filppula. Good thing I didn't trade for him. Zajac, like Brian Boyle and others. Marion Gabourik's gone. Dustin Brown, Louis Erickson. Davey Clarkman's gone. Dude, players love retiring at like 35 on the dot in this game. Zach Parise is gone. Case in point. Erat, Winnick. Paul Bissonnette's gone. And Bowmeister, Keith, Seabrook. Suter's gone too. Goddamn. Girardi, Martin. Yeah, dude, you hit 35 in this game, you're gone. Probably a hot take. I don't think Columbus has ever had a good primary logo or uniform set. I don't know if that is a hot take. I feel like some people, quite a good amount of people feel that way. At least like they've never really like fully hit on what they're looking to do. Wait, did Giordano retire? Did I miss him? Did I miss that Gio retired? Yep, you're right. I missed it. Mark Giordano has retired. I didn't think he was 35. All right. I mean, that's a pretty big loss on the blue line, but at least like Bowie and Theodore already. Which means we got to be ready for like Jake Bean and Ralph Jarrett to start taking over. Wow. So yeah, Gio is gone. To the draft we go. That is pretty surprising. It is pretty surprising. We have picks number 5, 20, and 25 in this year's first round. No trades have happened. New Jersey's calling. They want Dubois and Theodore for the 21st overall pick and a first next year. No. That is not happening. Sadikov, Rasmussen, Tapper, Prohorkin. So who's left for us? So there is a goalie projected in the top 5, Alex McIntyre, the 19-year-old out of Lethbridge. We don't really know enough about him. Apparently reflexes and athletic are both going to be really good. And what about those inside the top 10? Hugo Pouliot. Doesn't look that bad, but I mean, Gavin Allman might be the most intriguing one. I don't know. We could take the risk on the goalie since he is top 5 projected. If it's not him, it's Grant Nightingale. I don't think we can afford to miss out on Grant Nightingale. There's no guarantees he'll still be here when our pick is up. And we know this guy looks to be a slam dunk, even if he's low. Red Star, it's low elite. Plus, he's 18 years old. Son of Willa. There you go. Grant Nightingale is the pick. Who do we have at number 20? Couple dudes left in the first round. Okay, so let's see. Top goalies that we know of, Boris Bure. Aside from that, we'd be kind of picking blind. So, who's next? Charles Mallet, the 20-year-old out of Seattle. Go for it. He's the best that we know about. Welcome in, Charles. And, again, unless we want to be picking blind, next up, it's going to be someone in the Green Stars here. Stu Ryder. We got Tyson Malone, Toby Ryan, and Kenneth Mackey. I mean, drafting Tyson Malone's probably a good idea. We did just lose Gio as our best left-handed defenseman. But also, there's an enforcer. Alex Marks, an enforcer. Potential's not going to be that good at the end, though. So, let's go for Malone. Let's go for Malone. Yeah, unfortunately for that enforcer, the rating wasn't going to be too high. Or at least the high-end potential at the end wasn't going to be that good. So, we did what we had to do. Dude, there are, no trades happening at the draft anymore. Dubois, Smith, and Hanley for a first. How is Dubois only worth a first? I didn't even check to see if he won Rookie of the Year. I meant to. Hopefully I can still check after this. I just kind of presumed. And also we kind of got caught up in conversation again. Capitals are calling. Dubois, no. I am not trading Pierre-Luc Dubois. All right, third round. Who do we have? We have Wes Linzen or Fred Silverthorne, because I don't think there was a goalie. Oh, there was a goalie. There was Bure. But I feel like we got plenty of people, plenty of goalies. Let us go for Wes Linzen. He's projected sooner, so we'll go for him. Couple of picks in the fourth round. St. Louis is calling. Dubois and Foucault. No. I feel like I should be getting reputation back for not getting fleeced on these deals, okay? This game needs to be more fair. This game needs to be more fair. Silverthorne is still there, so he's the next pick. And after that, we are looking at either Billy Sterling, Byron Gray, or Lars Jacobson. Let's go for 18-year-old Billy Sterling. This game doesn't like you. The EA games have never liked me. I thought that was obvious at this point. Backup goalie Riley Pickard for Detroit's first next year and a second. I don't think we have to get rid of Pickard right now. We have a really cheap tandem with him and Fukale. Who's next? Paul Ernie, an enforcer. Carl Muir. Or George McKinley. Come on down, Carl. We'll take Ernie after that. So we are going to get an enforcer regardless, at least. Boston wants Dubois for a first, a fourth, a sixth, and Brendan Fister. No. I will not be robbed for Pierre-Luc Dubois. We are going for Paul Ernie. Only because I wasn't sure if I had a 7th-round pick, so. Philly. Dubois. Dude, he is the most in-demand player in the league. Holy. All right, our final selection is going to be either Mario Geoffrion, Orlando Jackson, Bryce Pittis, Eugene Palmieri, Ruslan Svitov, Vic Lopez, or Matt Holland. Svitov is 18, so we're the top two. Geoffrion or Jackson? Give me Geoffrion. Give me Geoffrion. Why not? Give me Geoffrion. All right, before I forget, playoff tree. Washington beat Colorado in 7 to win the Stanley Cup. Not bad. And what does their team look like at this point? What does their team look like? I mean, we know Ovi's still there. So they were led by Ovechkin, Backstrom, Burakovsky, Oshie, Carlson, Niskanen, Connor Carrick, Kuznetsov, Braden Holtby. Fairly accurate. Fairly accurate. Award winners this year. Stanley Cup goes to the Caps. The Rocket Richard, once again to John Tavares. Ted Lindsay Award to Jamie Benn. The Selke Trophy to Sidney Crosby. Masterton Bogosian to Jennings to Blackwood and Schneider. The Vezina to Michael Neuwirth. Okay. Conn Smythe to Braden Holtby. Calder to Pierre-Luc Dubois. Got ourselves a Calder winner. Let's go. The Bing to Sagan. The Norris. Dude, PK Subban is just cleaning up in this game. Holy God. Hart Trophy to John Tavares, as well as the Art Ross. So a great season. Whoops. Great season for Tavares. AHL Calder Cup champs with the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Let's see. The playoff MVP was Taylor Dupuis. The top goaltender was Zach Robidoux. Way to go, Mr. Robidoux. The top defenseman, Noah Juleson of the St. John's Ice Caps. The top rookie, Reed Boucher. Top goal scorer, Reed Boucher. League MVP, Reed Boucher. Most points, Reed Boucher. Apparently, Reed Boucher was absolutely phenomenal. So we know this. We know that. All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. So, goalie-wise, Ramo as a UFA. We're going to be dropping Kari Ramo. He was just a part of the deal to get 2 picks. We got Fukale, Pickard, Robidoux. Robidoux was always gold, wasn't he? Maybe he wasn't. Ingram and Montpetit. Poor Connor Ingram. He has just been relentlessly surpassed. Defensively, Chris Tanev is a UFA. Can't really afford to lose our best right-handed defenseman. Well, second best. We will indeed pay Chris Tanev. Frankie Corrado, hate to say it, Frankie can go. You can go to Hollywood, Frankie. We will qualify Sam Morin, who's 24 at this point. Qualify Nick Mellock. Got to sign Eugene Ritchie to his ELC, a 76 overall, 21 years old. Not bad. Tyson Malone, 4-star. Not bad. Gleason, not much going on there, but Malone's not bad. Yeah, Liz and Gio's rough. Right wing side, Sprong gets a qualifying offer. Mallet, very similar to Dwayne Cox. Very similar, actually. We'll qualify Korostelev. We got a lot of talent on right wing. Pekka Kokkonen. Got to bring in the Finn. Pool Party gets a qualifying offer. Nightingale, 4.5 red. That's apparently my favorite potential. Was Sherbak always green accuracy? I don't remember. But, I mean, he's turned into a monster. Left wing side, Hunter Shinkarik. Might as well keep. Osplund. Kiviranta, we can keep one more time. Burish gets his ELC. We might have to start moving out some of the younger talents here. Adam Ernie, we might as well qualify. Gounce, it'll be the last year we can for him. McCauley, why not? Korpikoski is cut. Kai Matanen, 3.5 red. I'm going to say no to that, even though we did keep Gounce, but I feel like Gounce just is more likely to be able to be, traded. Charles Tyon. Put a tie on, buddy, because you got some job interviews to get to because you are not a Vancouver Canucks hockey player. And then centers. Horvat, another qualifying offer. McCann, same thing. 4-star red for Sergei Emelin. We'll sign him. That's fine. Not a bad player to keep. RFA, Jansen Harkins. I feel like we should be able to trade him. Mason Shaw, not bad. Not great. We're going to move on from him. We also have Jan Plord, who's 21 and only a 68. We'll move on from him, too. Okay. So let's see what happens with those UFAs. And then we'll see what happens. I think Chicago got the enforcer. Yeah, I can try to track him down. See if we made a mistake. Of course, if the next day wants to load, that would be nice, Burish, Tanev is back. Ritchie, Kokkonen, Emelin. There we go. All right, so we got the RFAs at center. Bunch of RFAs on the left. A couple RFAs on the right. 2 on defense, and then none in goal. Okay. Let's see if we can find how good that dude was for Chicago. If it was Marks, he was 3.5 gold at a 49 overall. I'm pretty sure it was him. So yeah, we made the right choice to not go after that guy. We made the right choice. Apparently the Bruins have re-signed David Pastrnak. Imagine being smart enough to re-sign David Pastrnak. Look at that. Look at that. So we will see. We're at 43 million spent. Minimum cap is 64 million. Gounce is back. Maybe I should have traded him a couple of years ago. He was pretty hotly in demand. I should have traded him. You have the most top free agents. I sure do. Mellock, Ernie, Harkins, McCauley, Osplund, Kiviranta are all back. As much as I'd love to have the block open right now, I feel like it's kind of necessary. So what we'll do is we'll put an overall limit on, and we'll do like 83 or lower. And that way I'm not just getting spammed for Bo Horvat and Pierre-Luc Dubois. I feel like that's probably the best way to go. Actually, in fairness, that was once. Idiot. Give me an offer for anybody. But I am not giving up any of my top-notch players. That is not happening. Not at all. Let's see. There we go. All right, cool. So maybe this won't be as tedious as it typically is. GM rep, what are we at? Negative 52. I am never getting that second phone. Never. All right, free agents. Cody, not a bad idea, yeah. RFAs. Husso, McBride. Defense. Sam Morin's the best of the bunch. Maybe if you ask nicely for the next phone, right? All those dudes are ours already. Shout out to 4-star red Timo Meyer. So, goalie prospects. Couple of 4-stars, including primarily Vieni Vevalainen. Vladimir Andronov isn't bad either, but Vevalainen looks pretty good. But if we need a cap whale, it would be smart to bring back Ramo or bring in James Reimer. Up your rep so bad. I know, it's because I traded Jordan Subban. It's because I traded Jordan Subban like a big dumb idiot. All right. We need to do a little bit of math here. Which is disgusting, of course, but we got to do it. So right now, we are at $38,965 million in cap space. How much does Sam Morin want? $935 on a two-way, so it's not going to matter. How much does Daniel Sprong want? 6,245 mil. So that would bring us down in theory to 32. Korostelev, does he want anything significant? Only a mil. Okay, right now I'm just trying to see what we would need to sign for cap whales, you know. Hunter Shinkarik. Minus 2,475. That would bring us down to $29.2 million. Horvat. What does Bo want? Over 6 mil. That would bring us down to 23. And Jared McCann wants under 3. That would bring us down to 20 million. That would bring us down to 20 million in open space from the 38 that we have. So obviously we're looking at about 19 million then. So we are just short. We are going to need at least one big signing to make sure that we're cap compliant. I'm honestly just going to send an offer to Vevalainen anyway because, like, trade-wise, he could be insane. What about defensive prospects? Nobody too crazy. Right wing side, Nick Sorensen. Left wing side, again, nobody crazy. And centers. Like, Smith and Bunneman aren't bad, but... Alright, so yeah. Vevalainen's pretty much the only prospect to get. So we got Ramo in goal. Defense, nobody. That is a barren market. Shout out to Skotka, who became NHL caliber. Good for him. But, damn. Right wing side, Bruins legend, Seth Griffith. Okay. 3.1 mil. Left wing side, Adam Lowry, Chris Versteeg, Jimmy Hayes. And center, Sean Couturier, David Backes, Tyler Bozak. Okay. So who's asking for the most money? Backes would be smart because he might retire. Like, Couturier would be nice, but we already have our young core. So Backes is probably the smartest move. We're looking at Backes, Bozak, Soderberg. But David Backes gets us to where we need to be if he's willing to sign. So he's going to be the primary focus here, on top of keeping our RFAs. And seeing if we get any trade offers for any of the younger dudes that we can kind of afford to move on from. We get a trade offer for Melee and Cox, and that is not going to happen. Which means we need to drop the overall minimum down to about an 80, or the overall maximum down to about an 80. I don't want to sit here and be rejecting trade offers for those guys left and right. So, 3rd round pick for Steve Bernier, a 4th and a 5th. No. Not going to do that. All right, so back to the block. And let's drop that surplus rating down to an 80. Anybody? Goalie can stay at 83. 81. So yeah. Anybody that's below an 80 overall, I'm at least willing to listen. Still waiting to see if David Backes is going to sign here as our cap oil. Is David Backes going to sign? Yes, he did. There we go. And we got Vanni Vevalainen. Not bad. Malone and Morin for a 2nd, a 3rd, and Mahalik. Tyson Malone is 4-star. So is Sam Morin. What is Malone's rating right now? 66 at 19. Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not a good enough return. Especially because Sam Morin's probably going to make the team this year. Morin for Gattenby, a 3rd and a 5th. Gattenby's 23, 4.5 star, 3.5 star, excuse me. So Gattenby's, he's an AHLer. But basically, do we want to move out 24-year-old Sam Morin for a 3rd and a 5th? Not really. He might be 3rd pair this year. I mean, at least we're getting offers for Sam Morin, just none of them are that appealing. Am I starting late tomorrow to running a long shift? I imagine you meant early. And so Fury, CFB comes out at noon Eastern on Monday. So it's not a midnight release. It's out at noon. So literally it's out in 10 hours. I don't know if I'll be immediately live at that point. I might call this stream a little bit early to increase the chance that I wake up at a decent time. But we'll see. We'll see. Kings have Kopitar and Couturier now. Let's see. Carl Muir and Kelvin Gleason, along with a 3rd for Josh Georges and a 4th. Benefit for this is extra cap. It gives us more maneuverability. Can find out if there's any info on sliders for recruit transferring. There is. There is. Yeah, you can affect how many people are jumping into the portal, or how many people I think from teams can jump. They do have sliders for that. Honestly, Muir and Gleason, I mean, this is just a way to get rid of them. Like, do we want to sacrifice a 3rd to do it? It gives us some extra cap maneuverability. I'm going to take this, honestly. Welcome to Vancouver. Josh Georges. And, yeah, once our RFA deals go through, this will guarantee we have the cap space to do what we have to do. We know we're not trading Malone. Yeah, it's going to be the interesting thing about CFB. With a lot of things they change. It's like, okay, how are things going to work now? Sam Mooring for Harding and Ob. That's going to be a no. If I'm trading Sam Morin, it's got to be for a pick. Saw some of the early stuff from Creative Builds. People who are starting to leave early to the playing time. Seems a bit much. I didn't watch too much of the early stuff that was out there because I didn't want it to be... I didn't want too many things to be spoiled, and I just wanted to try to enjoy it for what it was. Siebel, dude, there was like a 70-page document of changes. Like, it's insane. So, literally, I'm not saying it to be a dick, but look it up because it's too much for me to try to mention all the things they've changed from big and small. It's insane, honestly. For a yearly release game, it's insane. You can tell a good amount of it they wanted to have for the launch, but had to wait. Brodziak, a 4th and a 5th for Morin. That's also a no. So, but yeah, I mean, there might be some issues with the game where, hey, it needs that extra bit of tuning. Easily could be an issue. We'll see. It'll definitely be messing around with the sliders to see the best way to kind of get realistic outcomes. That's always That's always an issue. Philly, I don't want Steve Bernier. I understand why you want Sam Morin, but I don't want Steve Bernier. Please and thank you. Morin for Hunwick. Perro and a fourth. But yeah, they went crazy. They went crazy with the CFB updates, so there is a lot. Which means it's going to take a long time to properly sink my teeth into that game. You know? Jared McCann has taken the qualifying offer. We get an offer for Clark. Look at the trade value on Clark. They have a Bellevue. A first, Janes and Bellevue for Clark and Gauntz. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. Except there's no way I'm getting rid of this kid. There's just no way. I get how the portal works in real life, but how do you do rebuilds and red shirts and such? You don't. But that's kind of the idea. Is BBG, I might go back and trade for him, honestly. I mean, Fury, like, I don't hate that idea of, like, if you're a small program, you cannot afford to redshirt people. I don't hate that. Because if you're a small program, the best selling point you typically have is, hey, playing time. And if you're not even giving that to somebody, I would understand why they'd leave. Does it make for maybe a frustrating video game experience? Sure. That I can agree on. 2 mid dudes and a 4th round pick for Rasmus Asplund. I mean, Asplund, like, he's fine. I'd easily use him on the 4th line this year, so that's not going to happen either. No shot. At least the portal's usable now. Yeah, I mean, last year I thought of, hey, portal-only challenge. This year it certainly looks a hell of a lot more possible. So that might be the first thing we do. I don't know. I do not know. We shall see. Morin takes the qualifying offer. Very nice, very nice. Osplin for Hunwick, Balmas, and a 4th. No. I'm just not getting the offers that I want here. Honestly, I should say I don't even want prospects anymore. Hutton and a 1st for Clark. No. Stop simulation. Then again, if I say I don't want prospects, I won't get offers like Ham Hughes. Gauntz and Houlet for Ham Hughes, a 4th and a 7th. That's worth it. Gauntz is a decent 4th liner, but we're going to have to sign him to an actual deal next year. Houlet is fine. But we bring back Dan Ham Hughes, one of the first guys we traded away. Get him as a 37-year-old cap whale. We get a couple of picks. That's a done deal with Philly. Done deal. Welcome back, Dan Hamhouse. For a guy with such bad rep, they love giving you offers, right? Osplin, Lefebvre, Balmas, and a 4th. Nope. Welcome back, Dan Hamhouse. I still don't know how that happened. I'm pretty sure it was 2K8 where they called him Hamhouse. Connor Ingram for a 3rd round pick and Otter Reyes, a.k.a. Otterize. Connor Ingram doesn't really have much of a future here anymore. So a 3rd rounder for him. Otter Reyes isn't even that good, but it's fine. At least we get something for Connor Ingram, who again just isn't going to make it. That's a done deal. We'll send Ingram to Montreal. We'll do right by him. Go get Bellevue. I probably will. 2nd round pick in Tanguay for Malone. No. 2nd round pick for a 4-star guy. Get the hell out of here. That's a medium top 4 right there. Linson and Hanley for a 2nd round pick and Cam Ward. Linson is 3.5 gold. So is Hanley. Cam Ward's got 2 years left at age 36. Again, cap whale. And we get a 2nd round pick for taking him. Let's see, Linson is a 66 at 19 years old, so not bad, but not amazing. Hanley is a 68 at 20. That's a done deal. Linson and Hanley for a 2nd rounder and Cam Ward. Let's go. We call that the reverse Eddie Lack. We brought in Ham Hughes. Hopefully I don't have too much cap now. 1st round pick from Florida for Brent Burns and a 4th. How good is Brent Burns? Top 4 defenseman. It would probably end up being a 1-year rental. He has 2 years left, but he might retire. We have Bowie and we have Tanev for the right-handed side. So, I mean, he'd be playing third pair. That Florida pick looks damn valuable, though. Can't do it right now. Tempting. Because I would really like to get this team to the playoffs. Very tempting, but still. Malone and Morin for a second, a third, and Mahalik, no. Let's stop the sim after this. Malone and Osman for a second. Nathan Horton in a fourth. No. Trying like hell to stop the sim. Let's get our cap whale or our cap whales, our RFAs signed. That would be damn good for rental purposes. 4-star, 19-year-old Malone. He's a 66. Like, he's not bad. Got the CJ for the follow. Welcome in. How the heck are you? We have plenty of left-handed defensemen. Now, Pavelski is a legitimate first-line forward. He's still an 87. Probably retires at the end of the year. But we already have really good centers. I'm going to say no, but it is very tempting. That's the type of trade that, like, if we're clearly in a playoff spot, we take. But for now, I think we hold off. Let's see, we got $22 million in cap. Let's get those RFAs signed. And then we see what happens from there. So, Hunter Shinkarik, 3 years, 2.43. Bo Horvat, have I won a cup yet? I have not. We elected to blow this team up at the start. So we have been taking the rebuilding approach. But we are, from the looks of it, just about to turn the corner. Did we take back too much cap? No, because we don't have an RFA goalie. That was concerning. And it doesn't help that my GM reputation is apparently a negative 52. When did McDavid show up in the CHL? I think it should have been 13. Should have been 13. But also the games worked a little bit differently with like the updates and who was in at launch. But he should have been in NHL 13. But as Cody said, he thinks it was roster update, and I believe him. So, let's see. Shinkarik is back. Clark and Morin for Blomstrand, a first and a second. Don't want to get rid of Clark. Don't want to do it. No, thank you. Stelev is back. Horvat and Sprong. There we go. We had the cap space. We get the Brent Burns trade again. I don't want to deal that pick. This early. Until we know for sure if it's a good or bad pick, which is the risk, because if it turns out to be a bad pick, well, then we shouldn't have waited. Yeah, we're getting a lot of offers like Burns, Pavelski. Good players, but we want to head into the season making sure our young guys actually have space. Chicago? Chicago is determined to get Clark, a.k.a. Chicago. Second round pick. Ooh, that's even less. I think we have to say yes to that. Pittsburgh lowered their demand for Brent Burns. It's a second round pick in Giovanni Smith for Burns and a 6th rounder. I like Giovanni Smith. He's going to be a bottom sixer, though. Great skater. We're taking in Brent Burns. Done deal. They lowered their asking price. They didn't want a first. They didn't want a top prospect. That's a done deal. Sucks the Oilers didn't win every year. The things Well, you know. Well, I mean, it would have been nice to see the Oilers win the cup. I don't disagree. But Florida is... Now, people can argue the reasons why Florida are insane. Campbell's, the tax situation, but you still got to look at it as like, man, that team is just so well built. Like, even if it's like, hey, we got this advantage, this inherent advantage, they're maximizing it. And other teams that do also have the same advantage haven't been able to maximize it, like the Panthers. Sam Morin for a third and Jason Perreault. Honestly, I'll take a third for Sam Morin. I don't think we're going to need him. I mean, especially, too, we just brought in Brent Burns. We still have Tanev, Theodore, Bowie. Like, we should be good here. We should be very, very good. If this team's not a playoff team this season, I would be absolutely shocked. Absolutely shocked. 41 wins this year. That is the most that has been requested of me so far. Let's see, there is 2 top 5 players potentially for WHL forwards, so let's look there for a while. And let's see what the hell this team looks like. I should save him back out, of course. Actually, let me get to the first preseason game before I do that. And then we'll see what it looks like. And then we will see. All right, there we go. So let's get that save in there. Let's see. Be a GM1W. There we go, because I hit the wrong damn button. That's okay. Be a GM1W. Which is probably how many wins we'll finish with this year. All right. NHL Legacy Edition. Featuring this JPEG of the Stanley Cup with a fucking white drop shadow behind it. Actually, in fairness, that might be a stroke filter. Live the life. Very advanced Photoshop shenaniganery. Funny thing about Live the Life, I don't even think I played it, but I do remember, like, actually, here, can I even look? Achievements. I thought I bricked my Xbox for a second. Was it Legacy Edition? Win a fight without blocking or dodging. I got, like, none of the achievements for this game. Be a member of the Eastern Club that recently... In fairness, I was playing NHL 16 at the time. But I remember there was Be a Pro, like, get max, like, maxing out, like, all the meters and stuff like that. Yeah, NHL 14, I got 43. Acquire $50 million. Wow. August 20th, 2014. Can actively remember simulating to get the full family likability meter, the management, the fan likability, the teammate. Yeah. Like, literally, you can tell, too. I mean, a lot of these unlocked. August 19th and into the 20th. That's funny, man. League title, baby. Playoff Cup. What achievements didn't I get for NHL 14? Overtime goal and online versus GM Connected League of 5 Humans. Yeah, a bunch of just like the online stuff. There's a part of me that, like, I don't know, do I want to be an achievement hunter and go back and finish up those old games as best I can? Or not? And I always think I want to, and then I don't. All right, so goalies this year. We have Pickard and Fucale. Pickard has actually jumped Fucale, which is outstanding. Cam Ward will be the third-string goalie, so AHL will be Zach Robidoux and Vianney Vevalainen. Almost got the 22 Platinum Trophy. The one's eliminator kept making me mad. One's eliminator sucks, so that's totally fair. Defense is Bowie, Theodore, Tanev, Burns, Irwin, Georges. Ham Hughes is going to the minors for Jake Bean, who is ready. Josh Georges is going to the minors for Ralph Jarrett. So there's no way Matt Irwin is playing. So yeah, that's our 6. Bean and Jarrett have made the team. We'll probably end up calling up Irwin and Georges just to make sure our younger guys play. 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I only need to call up one dude. Let it be Dan Hamhuis. There we go. Right wings, Sherbak, Sprong, Korostelev is a fringe. Left wing side, Shinkarik, Pouliot, Burish is ready. Osplund, Kirkland, and Ernie are not ready. We do have those other guys that we could sign. But if we wait until we have to sign them, obviously higher overall for less money for 3 years. McDavid was in the 15 class, yes. Shinkarik, Pouliot, Burish, Osplund. And then centers, Dubois, Horvat, Backus, McCann, and Nolan Patrick has made the team. I think we got our 12 this year. So it is looking like... Ooh, what do we want to go with here? I mean, probably Pouliot, Backus, and then whoever kind of sucks. No disrespect, but it's either 4-star Red Osplund or Korostelev. It's going to be Osplund. But I mean, Pouliot, Backus, and Rasmus Osplund's a pretty good fourth line. And then we have our two-way centers of Dubois, Horvat, McCann. We got our 3 snipers on the left of Sprong, Shinkarik, Korostelev. Sherbak on the top line, Burish with Horvat and Shinkarik. That's not bad. That's not bad. Again, like, this team is doing really well in terms of developing some of these guys, like especially Nikita Sherbak. 93 is nuts. Like, we fleeced Montreal for him. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then defense, Theodore Bowie, Bean Burns, Jarrett and Tanev. Let's do Bean and Tanev, Jarrett and Burns. And then goalies, Pickard, Fukale. And then AHL, we have Erwin Georges, Day, Friend, Richie, and Mellock. Let's bump down the veterans there. And then offensively, is there anybody to get rid of in favor of Bonks? Fire and Pizzetta need to get into this lineup. All right, so Volk is out. Bonks is out. And if we just go off of... Well, in fairness, actually, that's fine. Team's still looking good. AHL team's still looking very competitive. Vevalainen and Robidoux in goal. Like, I'm digging that, man. I am digging the way that this team looks, for sure. And we only got $6 million in cap space available because we brought in plenty of veteran dudes. Like, we're still in that position where we're not even paying people yet, so we can just be like, yeah, sure, we'll take your bad cap player for a draft pick. Let's go. The Vancouver Coyotes. So we got the preseason. And then, honestly, I think to cap off the night, I want to play the first game of the season. We need to get it. At least that challenge for playing one game to get extra task points. So let's play one game, and then we might call it a night. That way I can try to get to bed a bit earlier for the foosball. For foosball purposes. We are very much cap compliant. And we will be hosting the Predators of Nashville. The Predators of Nashville. I'm ready for this. I mean, we're 4.5 star across the board. That's pretty good. Vancouver. Put on that jersey, but you know what? We'll just rock what we got to rock here. Sprong, Dubois, Sherbak as the top line. Let's go. Let's go. Rules. Yeah, we'll do like 5-minute periods. That's fine. Maybe even 4. Yeah, 5. Down the scaling a little bit. Superstar difficulty's fine. Attribute. All right, cool. We're good. We're good. The Couve versus the Schvill. I am ready for this. Oh, I haven't played. Actually, no, somewhat recently. I had some gameplay for a game of this era. So Yes, tell me about this new fighting system that you haven't changed since then. Da-da-da-da-da. It is pretty rough, though, that this game has better presentation than NHL 25. Like, 25 does some nice things, but, like, dude, the intro, already over before you even see the players walk out of the tunnel in this game. Boo those men. Boo them. Not these guys. Cheer these guys. Here they come to save the day. Pecorine, still Nashville's goalie, huh? Fair enough.
Welcome
I know,
to
Wheels,
night
right?
of hockey. Alongside Eddie Olczyk, I'm Mike Emmerich. We'll hear from Ray Ferraro shortly. This should be a special night inside this arena.
I'm Doc Emmerich. Ooh, the Preds in the community. It's the season opener here in Vancouver. Hello to Riley Pickard. How the hell did they let him get Riley Pickard for nothing? Unbelievable. I don't want to be on broadcast camera, though. No, thank you. Oh, Wheels. Most of that show was fantastic. Like, there were a couple of, like, performances. Looking at you, Axl Rose. But yeah, no, the Sabbath and Ozzy last concert deal was crazy. I think Steven Tyler's a very questionable human being, but holy fuck, at 77, he's still got a hell of a voice.
Jabbed away by James Neal. And he pushes it on through mid-ice.
The Theodore. Oh, God. Tried to hit like it was 25.
On through the corner. Back near the blue line to Neal.
What a block by Sprong. Sherbak can't collect.
Took it up the boards and hold.
Yossi just throwing one on. I like it. Owie.
Controlled through the middle.
Daniel Sprong.
Moved along.
Stronger.
He gets through.
Bowie blast. Nope.
Side to side they go.
Bowie blast. What he was known for was having that hard shot.
Into the end of attack. Good.
Keep getting cooked trying to hit.
Geometrically.
He said geometrically.
Using the point. He's got it.
Oh, the tip in front. Daniel Sprong was too much of a coward, and he did the fucking scarecrow block.
That's net front presence. No
Daniel Sprong's not a bitch. That shot doesn't get off at the point. Fucking scarecrows. What a coward. Game 1. Put your body on the line, Sprong. Unbelievable. You're demoted.
The first goal scored after a lot of work.
Demoted.
They were ready to play, and it
Young lady from Shawinigan here.
shows
She gets around. You know college football 25 where you saw like the same lady in the crowd every game?
Angled to the corner by Ellis.
Turns out she is the young lady from Shawinigan. Bean to Shinkarik.
And they've got a 3-on-2 here.
Eric to Horvat.
He drives
Horvat.
toward the slot.
Bowie.
Shooting.
Oh, he just missed.
What a scoring opportunity. He had 6 foot of net to look at. He missed every
That's it.
bit of it.
Takes that pass up. the
Eric.
boards. Oh, did he
Gets
ever
murdered.
get smashed?
There's a phrase in hockey: hit or be hit. That's exactly what happened.
He takes that
Big
first
Bean.
pass.
Rebound. Ah. Weak ass backhand from Burrish. Oh, Shinkarik.
Wing pass to Wilson.
David Backus.
Gets in and he'll
I
look
can't hit
over his
anybody in this
options.
game.
Wrist shot. Outstanding save with a glove.
Love save Pickard. The Swede, Rasmus
Gets in.
Asplund.
What'll he do?
He
Picks
can't
it up
deke.
in his own end.
Ozzy still sounds like Ozzy. Dude, like, I forgot about the Parkinson's. Like, I wasn't like, oh, why is he, like, until it's like, oh, he was in the chair and everything, and then you're just like, oh, shit. And then, yeah, he crushed it.
Like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough.
Bernsey.
With this puck being so close to net, this is all a reaction.
Ah, Benoit.
Got it at the
Ralph
point.
Jarrett.
Fires a shot.
Oh, boys, get some traffic in front. What are we doing here?
Many yards gained. Daber.
I can't hit anybody.
Fires.
How the hell do you hit
And
in
he
this
got
game?
that one. Back in
Oh,
his
sure back.
defensive end to get it.
The Dubois.
Pass the- oh, another save. Puck held near the point. Picked up in the attacking zone.
We're back. Dude, he's so fast.
Got that pass near the blue line and now looks ahead.
Howie bomb.
What a rip.
Ah.
Wonderful save on the redirect. Stays along the boards. Lets it go. Turn to
Rebound. Oh, what a save by Rene. You gotta be kidding.
to
You
Hodgson.
gotta be kidding.
Moves it to the barrier at center ice. It's a 3-on-2. How will they defend this? That's what
Save,
those
good
pads
save.
are for.
Holy shit, that was a rocket of a pass.
Puck collected back behind the net by Neal.
Oh, the dive. And
Shoots.
damn.
Got his pad on that one.
Patrick. Baked beans. Some of the Oods. Yeah, we got some time.
Looks ahead to start something.
Well, down 1-0 at the end of the
20
first.
minutes have now been played. It's a 1-0
It's all
game.
because Daniel Sprong
Let's
didn't
look
want to
at the
block a
shots on
shot.
Goal in that period. 9 for the Canucks and 6 for the Predators. We're a long way from a baseball park, but we can say shutout. He's pitched a good one so far. So far, as we head to break.
Come on, Doc, you don't say it before the game's over. Nice amount of shots between the two teams. That's true, Hawk. It wasn't like out of the ordinary, basically.
Middle period has just begun.
We got to get a goal.
Not a long pass, but effective. He's got
Play Holiday. There we go. We finally got a hit. And then we fucked the pass. Seth Jones.
driven up the wing to Hoodler. And it's given back to Jones.
Damn.
Long lead pass to Neal. Pass cut, strong play.
Howie. Oh, Maddie's got pace.
Wrist shot,
Damn.
got his pad on that one.
Help.
And the loose puck brought in by Yossi. Brilliant lift.
Time for the line change,
Near the
Coach. Thanks a
boards.
lot.
He can
Oh,
find
bouncing
danger
puck.
here.
Bowie couldn't get it. It's the last time you saw the AI do a play like that in
Forcing
25.
attention indeed.
A simple dump
Pass to
around.
the corner, Daber. Kicked that
Hit.
one away. Rifled that
On
pass
the Bowie.
straight up to Horvath.
Bowie Horvat. Up. Hesitation.
Right on his
Shinkarik.
shot.
Oh.
What a move.
Oh, that was meant for Shinkarik. No. Oh, no.
2-on-1.
Come on, Bean. We need you.
Out in front. Man, is he all right?
Well, Burrish killed a guy, and in his first game, he's fighting Jan Dion.
Chance to be a real long scrap.
There you go, Burrish. Give him the business. Why are we so zoomed out?
Oh, a couple of huge rights.
Oh, I got an achievement.
Mickey's
Fair enough.
with that first shot.
And this
There you go, Burrish. I'll take a nice little 360 achievement in the year of our Lord, 2025. Welcome to the NHL, Burrish. We're happy to have you here.
Much safer up here with you, Doc, in the booth. 5 minutes.
see you
for
in
fighting
7
for those
minutes.
guys.
Quest of completing the game starts,
Nashville's
right?
getting their first chance of the
All
game.
right, Bo,
on
we need
the
a face-off
power
win here, buddy.
play.
You,
Vancouver's got a defensive zone
Burnsy.
win. Possession taken up and neutralized
Still up
by
on the boards.
Yossi. To Smith.
Attaboy, Bowie.
Wonder if that hit will change the momentum of this game.
Oh, a great
I would have been
reaction
so
there.
mad.
That one was
That would have been a
tipped on
hot-ass
goal.
goal right there.
Outstanding
Jesus.
deflection, but an even better save.
Parked at the crease.
This is insane. All because the puck got lost under his body.
Slid to Yarncroc. Long lead pass to Yossi. Taken away.
No.
Let's put that one as an offside into the training video for
All right,
next
at least we got the
year.
puck out. They had
Pretty
full
obvious.
pressure.
Just over 9 minutes have gone by in the second. Nashville's up in this game 1-0.
Why the hell is Daniel Sprong on the PK? That's not a good idea. Or is it, brother?
To the slot.
Or is it, brother? Oh, Daniel Sprong, have my children.
Goal shorthanded.
Woo. That's why Daniel Sprong is on the PK. Counterattack, baby. He gives one up. He gets one back. Surprise 5-hole, Mr. Rene. Surprise 5-hole. Love to see it.
The Canucks have tied the game.
Daniel
You could see
Sprong
this one coming
scoring the
around
first
the
goal
bend.
of this
They've been
Canucks
dominant.
season. Sprong giveth, Sprong taketh.
The Canucks
Now play the
win
song.
draw. What's next?
You
Onside.
get Sprong. Oh, McCann. Ooh.
What a chance.
No drags felt good in this game, man. Sprong again.
I'll take it. Vancouver's done it. Back at full strength.
More than a successful kill. 9 hours to complete every achievement and never play it again, right? Oh, big hit by Beaner. I don't think I can call him that.
He's through.
And Carrick scores!
Straight goals.
Hunter Shinkarik. He's not a
Get to
bust.
this high-scoring area, a risk
What a hit, though, by Jake Bean.
His technique is good. The butterfly is really solid.
And then Hunter Shinkarik picks the corner. Off the windmill. Boop. All the momentum.
Vancouver's gotten
Your
a
Canucks.
one-goal lead and lots of time left in the game.
Oh, baby.
We're still in period number
David
2.
Backus, baby. Fuck. Oh.
Nashville's got it off the draw at center.
Shea Theodore.
Into the opposite corner.
Osplund.
Chip to Backus.
Backus to Benoit.
To Pouliot. Carried through center.
Oh.
ice. Pouliot
Oh, he
back.
drew the hook.
Ooh,
Let's go,
that's going
Benoit.
to be a penalty.
Fourth line drawing a penalty. That's what I'm talking about.
Nashville's got a 2-minute minor
Take
for
a
slashing.
seat, loser. What I'm talking about.
Oh, that's a blatant slash.
And it's all because we
Anytime
lost
you
the
slide
puck.
your bottom hand up your stick
That
and
James
swing
Neal?
your
It was
stick,
James Neal.
you
Take
go
a
into the
seat.
box.
Wash your hair.
And so
Get
begins
bigger hands.
Power play number 1. Let's see if it's power play goal number 1. The Canucks win it.
Hey, Theodore.
Lets it go.
Oh,
Jones has it on his stick. Can he get it out of there? The Predators shoot it back out. Got some time to check the clock and prepare
They're
to
back.
defend again. A neutral zone
Wow.
carry.
here, Luke.
It's a 2-on-2. Might be an opportunity here. He's in front with it.
Hey, we're cooking now, baby.
Power play
We're
goal.
cooking. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Gets it on net. Daniel Sprong is there.
Rebound. The goalie wants to do better with the
It
rebound.
gets Sprong.
So he makes an excellent stop on the first save. Nobody around to help him on the
LA
rebound.
face. Oakland booty. 3-1 Canucks.
The Canucks here in the second period are ahead by 2 and have had a big
Beautiful.
advantage in time of possession. The
Hat trick
Predators
for
with
Daniel
a center
Sprong,
ice
perhaps.
faceoff win.
Jake Bean. Almost headshot him.
Picks it up in
Nolan
his own
Patrick.
end.
Nolan Patrick. Can he go end to end?
Between the
Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr. Bob. Oh.
Marvelous save by
Had to
Rene.
try to will it.
He made it look easy. What a
Hey,
stop.
Weber boy. Damn. Ah, Bean
Plays a
just
child
couldn't.
of 4 could see
Just couldn't.
was offside.
PLD got assist too. That's because he's the man. That's why everybody tried to trade for him.
Just a little over
I ain't
4
having it.
minutes left to go. The Canucks just added some insurance to make this a 2-goal lead. Nashville's prevailed again on the face-off of the neutral zone. A shot.
Dude, you really got to line up the hit in this game. Don't you hit my goalie. Penalty, ref. Penalty. Let me fight him. Damn it. It is seriously so difficult to hit in this game compared to 25, where it just feels like you laser beam onto somebody.
Nice face-off work.
Hey, Theodore.
Carries it toward the woodwork.
Theodore.
Lets it go.
Ooh.
Oh, and it's off the mark.
They're back.
He'll pay
Oh.
for that.
Goalie's out.
Get in.
Ah, they called the penalty.
And I'm almost
Ah, they called the penalty. Yeah, BBG, you're right. He didn't. You mentioned the shootout not all that long ago. I didn't even see what happened.
Oh, he sold that, Doctor. Goaltender sold that. I don't think there
I mean,
was much
Sprong
contact at all.
murdered the goalie, clearly, at some point. All I know is the goalie was out of the net, so I shot it. I shouldn't have. I got a penalty for it. So what even happened here? Yeah, Sprong just ran him. Sprong just ran him. And it was a nice move by Sherbak, too. Sprong is having a game. He's been involved in 3 out of the 4 goals. Might be 4 out of 5 if I give up one here.
Chance to operate. Hasn't been effective yet. Defensive zone win.
See? Ah, good pick off by Ryan Ellis. Shout out to Ryan Ellis, man.
It's an
Hell of a
onside
player
play.
before the injuries added up. Over there, sure back. Damn.
Heads on to the corner.
Oh, Bowie.
Takes it up that
Sure back. Drag. Sure back. Oh, sure back. He's insane. Oh, he just missed.
Oh, he worked himself
Horvat.
into a real good score.
Horvat, down low.
Missed the net on the back.
Sure back.
Took it in the corner and took a
Sure back. Oh, he got leveled. Head down. Lost sight of the puck, and Yuri Hudler murdered him.
moves up the wing. Vancouver seeing the end of this period coming. Do they have time to start something and
Back
finish
again.
it?
Go, Nikita.
Survived it. Back even. Got a piece of that
Jared
one.
McCann. Where the hell have you been all game?
Right in front.
Oh, my God. He got murdered
Great glove save.
as Sprong is stopped on the backhand.
The Predators need to
Dude,
acknowledge the
Jared
goaltender
McCann
after
got
better save
killed.
we'll ever see. Somebody get this guy
Holy
saved.
God. How are you highlighting that Sprong weak-ass backhand? What about the murder of Jared McCann? Fans in Canada have called the cops for less. My God. Like, he's trying to follow through on the shot. It just gets whirly-birded. By Dan Ellis, by Ryan Ellis. Sheesh. See if we can get a shot off the draw here with Bacchus. Well, hell of a turnaround in the second.
2 periods here of a 3-period game. The
Take that,
best
Doc.
part of the day is coming up. Let's check out the shot board here at the end of 2 periods.
Yeah, we gave up just 3 shots that period. I got into my groove gameplay-wise.
And 9 for Nashville.
This Operation Daniel Sprong hat trick.
Opening face-off of the 3rd period. He's in on an onside play.
Oh, he got murdered.
Can he generate?
Oh, he got murdered.
Decides on the area behind.
That's right, boys. Take the hit, get back up, keep playing.
Swept on to Hudler. A terrific job.
I was just trying to
on the
run
pass.
someone down the other way.
Looks ahead to start something. Got a chance.
Rough turnover with Bowie.
He's
He
not
just
had
couldn't
any
drag it
finish
through.
tonight. Generally a pretty good score. He's not
Wrong,
had
the
the
share back.
behind the goaltender.
It's a 3-on-2 as they move in.
Covering the point. Oh! Oh! We almost had him off the kick the tape. Nice hit by Bowie. There we go.
Picks it up in his own
Get our
end.
pound of flesh in there, too.
Moves up the side with it.
Wrong
now.
for Burish.
Burrish has spent a lot of time in the penalty box. This is where
Oh,
Ah,
good
couldn't pick
save
the corner.
there. Not much room to work, but he got a good shot away.
you talk about cutting down.
Oh, I didn't want sure back there.
Executed by the
Want a bean.
Stays on side to the middle. Up the wing with it now. Back in
Good
his
little bump.
defensive.
Oh, Horvat didn't go. Come on, man. Here you go, Bo. Run him. Attaboy, Burish. Give him the business. For Horvat, he scores.
4 goals.
There it is.
Same team.
Finally got some physicality in there with the rookie Burish.
In order to have
And
pucks
Bo
in the
Horvat
net, you gotta move your
delivers.
feet. Move the puck, move yourself, and you're
Good
gonna
job
be
by
rewarded with
Horvat, too, to crash the
I
net
wouldn't
there.
want to be that defensive player
Weber
when
just
they look at
lost
the
him.
video on this one. What a mistake.
Bowie Horvat. I don't know why my default's always to
Little
ride
under
the
8 minutes have been played in this, the 3rd
looking like
period.
Adam Burish,
You
right?
see a
It's the
pattern
son of Adam
developing
Burish.
here? They're up now by 3.
David Bacchus.
Big drive. Outstanding
Slap
save
shot on.
by Rene.
Ralph Jarrett.
That's an
Benoit.
unbelievable stop.
Missed.
The goalie can breathe a sigh of relief. This
Hustling
shooter's
to
right
Brentburg.
in the middle of the ice.
Rebound.
Save.
Goliath.
Angled to
Good
Wilson.
hit. Finish your hits, boys. Yes, Ralph. Your name's Ralph. You better know how to hit. Wreck it. Yes, Ralph. We have Wreckham Ralph Jarrett.
Thought he had some open ice. He ran into a
Get him,
slot.
Ralphie.
That's gotta hurt.
Flings it. Wonderful save on the redirect.
They only get shots off when my guys are too big of bitches to block.
Everything's got to go through.
Pad save.
Like Benoit Pouliot.
Shot. Good
Oh my
pad
God.
stop.
Bacchus, we need a big hit here. Burnsy.
Forcing the goalie to crane left and then right. With a drive. Score!
God damn it. Will somebody try to
Back
actually
within
block a
2 now.
shot? Everybody scarecrows. Come on, man. That's a rough goal to go in from that distance, but they had so much momentum.
That is a heavyweight shot.
Wow, Edzo, that was past him so quickly, he didn't even react.
We just couldn't get the puck.
The Predators have closed the gap to just 2. And there is
We were
time
going
here in
for the
third
pound of
period
flesh.
to get another one, or maybe get 2 and get this game back even. Vancouver's got that neutral zone faceoff.
Dubois.
Looks ahead to start something. He throws it
There you go, good hit.
Lots on that.
Hey, Sprong up the block.
Moves to the corner. Slides it to the point to Ellis. Good save
Good
there.
save by Pickard that time.
And that whistle will give them relief for the moment.
Oh, they needed a whistle and got one. Good save.
Does that have Madison Bowie as our captain? I need to get to see the Bo Horvat. I keep
Winger
forgetting.
reaches in after the center has tied him up. Score!
Jake Bean also doesn't go down to block a shot. And the Preds get another one. 4-1 to 4-3. Damn. Zombie Bo, what's going on, dude?
Too much room in the top half
In
of the
fairness,
net,
even if we
he's
went
not
down,
able
we
to
might have
shut
been
down
over.
the blocker shoulder, he gets beat right up top.
Wow.
The
All
Predators
right,
are now
Nashville's
back
not
to
done.
within 1 with the scoring of that
Gotten more
goal.
defensive to
And
try to
there's
get,
plenty of
or
time
more
for
aggressive
one
to try to
more
get some
goal.
revenge for some of those hits.
Vancouver's collected another victory on the faceoff. Gains the zone.
All right, my forward to jump up here, please. Or not. Collapsing pretty heavily. Tanev,
To Tanev.
his own man. Burish, he's a wrecking machine.
With it. Yossi
Oh,
protecting his turn.
come on.
Difficult spot for him there.
He like just lost control of it too. All right, Bean. Oh, Bean missed the puck.
And possession snapped up.
Yeah, there you go, Tanev. Show these whippersnappers how to block a shot.
Got that point pass.
Oh my God. Shinkarik with speed. Hunter Shinkarik.
He got in.
Oh, we tried the centering feed. It didn't go.
To Hoodler.
Backstep by Hoodler.
Shot. He got his glove on that one.
Whew.
Moves up along the boards.
Shinkarik for Dubois.
It's a 3-on-2. And
save.
a save.
Oh, what a pickup by Yossi. Are you kidding?
To Ellis. To Neal.
Get there, Theodore. Get there. Good man. Goalie's out.
Picks it up in his own end.
Dubois.
Goalie to the bench.
Theodore for Sherback. Daniel Sprong looking for the Hattie.
A shot.
Got it.
Score!
Got murdered for it. But a hat trick in the season opener for Daniel Sprong.
Put the icing on the cake.
Everybody can exhale a little bit now.
What a game he had.
That pretty well wraps it up.
What a game he had. That was a late hit too, man. Watch this. That was such a late hit. That was dirty as hell. There was no reason to finish that hit. What was that, Riot? Yeah, look at that. He just fucking runs it. It might have been incidental, actually. It might have just been a high-speed collision. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he gets the benefit of the doubt. Somebody drop the gloves. Nobody on the ice right now drops the gloves. That's okay.
Winger takes that puck and
We definitely had a bit of a scare this period.
tie-up. Takes it on the wing.
Waugh runs Jones.
To Yossi.
Yossi dumps it in.
The hope and a
Sprong.
prayer, he flops it to the opposite
Not going to
corner.
be able to go end to end.
Back in front. Just
Shot
wide.
wide.
You keep going to that area.
And that'll do it.
Lots of those chances.
The Vancouver Canucks win
The horn sounds the end
the
of
season opener.
Nashville's
40
defeat
more
has
wins
gone
to
a
go
little
to
bit
make our owner
The
happy.
game by pulling the goaltender did not work out.
40 more to go.
They did, and those type of things are going to happen.
That was
when you're
fun,
trying
though,
to
man.
win the game.
Like, the more you play the games, you start to see, like, oh, okay, like, yeah, this
So
could be a bit
that is
cheesy.
it
You start
for
to
this
remember how to
one.
take
Thanks for
advantage of the
watching.
AI.
Hope you enjoyed it.
But whenever you
For
come back
anyway,
to one of
Dr.
these
Zane,
games for the first
good.
time in a while and you're a little bit rusty and you're trying to remember exactly how things work, it's always a very fun and competitive game for a little bit. I mean, I'll certainly take a 5-3 result. Shots weren't brutally one-sided. Like if I play like a fucking squad battle in Hut, like dude, I'm out shooting the AI 50-2. Like it's insane. But yeah, for this, not so much. Shout out to Daniel Sprong. Great game for him. And a good way to start this season.